Deep in the heart where the tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss it whispers the brook it hums, a woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest breathes as the songbirds sing. Roots run deep and the canopy wide. A timeless world where we reside. Hear the echo of ancient lore through the hollow and forest floor, a symphony of life untamed, where every shadow holds a name. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. From the dawn to the starlit dawn, this is the place we call our home. Elven voices in harmony song, guardians of the woodland core.
Oh, hello there.
Ecco, ecco, ecco.
Isn't that the alien from Ben 10? Hey everyone. Wait, look at this.
Hello.
Right? Wait, is my camera working?
Why can't I hear anything?
Can you not hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
I can hear you.
Huh.
Yeah, I can also hear you.
What the fuck, man? My camera was working just a moment ago and now it's not. Fuck. There you go.
You did it.
The light is like horrible. Wait. Yep, now very dark. And now we're good. Yay! Nice hoodie. How's everyone? Is your mic
Good.
weird playing?
Is it because you hear Phoenix in the background?
Yeah, that's probably it. One second, please.
Playing where I'm from, women are seen and not heard.
Jesus. Get on this. We're like a minute
Oofed.
in.
Oofed. Well, unlike where you're from, I have respect for women.
He lets people hear me, but just not see me.
I do too, and a bad sense of humor. So if this is on the record, if this is being recorded right now, I'm a feminist.
Well, it's always being recorded. You should know the moment I jump in this call, it's recorded for the internet.
Yeah.
For the blackmail later.
I will show this to your son when he grows up.
It's more like self-sabotage because we're not forcing anyone to say
Exactly.
anything here, right?
Maybe he's just upset at Max
Where's Luke?
Crosby.
He'll bring that Serbian outlook on gender to this conversation.
Luke literally took out his entire side of the family that were women last week for
He
International
didn't tell
Women's
you
Day.
he also dined and dashed. He left them with the bill.
I mean,
well,
that's
actually,
arguably even more terrible.
we don't actually have women in Serbia, so I
Oh,
don't know about them.
It's
just
just men
Serbians.
with dicks and men without, or
Well,
how it
isn't
works?
that like the norm? No.
He just doesn't see gender, is what he's saying. Everyone is equal in Serbia.
Well, that's nice. I think.
You think? What about that Max Crosby trade, eh?
It didn't go through, right?
No.
Good.
But I did see
He's
the
great.
Ravens
Great
fan that
player,
decided to
just-
get an entire back tattoo dedicated to Max Crosby.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the people who looked at him were correct about the physical assessment, but it seems like he was our second choice.
It's the fact that he was in the building at the time when you were making the phone call to trade for. Was it Hendrickson you got?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Um,
You'll go 4 12 next year, so doesn't make much difference.
If we're 12 next year. And we'll still win the AFC North.
Yeah, because it's a fucking shithole.
Watching back the old session, did
It's
you
not there.
open that briefcase you found at the? Well, it's on that on Twitch, but
Oh yeah, it's on Twitch. Yeah.
did you find or did you open that briefcase you found? No, right? You haven't. Okay.
What briefcase did we find?
So when you guys got TX out of the River Styx by like
Oh
doing that
yeah.
Moses thing. Yeah.
No, we have not
You
that
also
yet.
found that shipwreck. Yeah, no, you haven't. Okay, that's good. All right. Get some music on. Alrighty. Welcome everybody. Who's watching the stream, the VODs. Welcome players. We have been out of a D&D session for a week now. I'm glad to be back. We'll see how our adventure continues. This is Chains of Asmodeus Revised, the Hellscape campaign, going through the 9 hells and taking our Luca and boys all the way up to level 20, hopefully, before maybe they die along the way or that sort of thing. But let's hope for the best. I am the DM. I'm Yop, and we're gonna run this session. This is session 32. We're going into the 30s and we're still on layer 2. That's not good. This is a campaign and a stream where you probably want to be above 18 due to some adult subjects and that sort of thing. Also, if you're not really into the whole hell, devil, demon, whatever you're gonna come across here while playing, and then probably also don't watch this. But if you're above 18 and okay with that, then you're welcome to watch along. We hope you enjoy. We certainly will. We are playing with cams, but we don't stream them, so sometimes you'll hear our referring to the visuals that we have. Just, yeah, you know, this is also just for fun for us, so we don't share everything. We just share our opinion on women a lot here, I guess. Let's see. We're gonna do a expiration, right? Do we have somebody for the recap? Is that, or are we just rolling for it? Nah.
It's me.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That is I like that one. That's really Sunday vibes as well. Coffee or tea? Describe the perfect cup. Do you guys think your characters have ever drinking coffee or tea? Well, if you
No.
want to answer that question, roll me that expiration. I think Luca has definitely drunken both, I would say. If I had to guess. Aye. Phoenix, you want to have a go as well?
Where's everyone else's face? Why is there only 3 of us on cameras?
Oh, I see a cat.
But yeah.
It's 4. Alright, we got a Phoenix stealing it away. Look at there. I'm curious on what you're gonna answer. Before we get to the answer of that expiration question, let's go to the recap. How's it been going prepping for the recap, Plane? It's been a week.
It's certainly went, yes. I mean, once again, it comes down to my recap, and it's always a recap of a fight-only session, so there's not an awful lot to recap. So it started.
Well, we did some rescuing and some spell dancer stuff afterwards.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it started on the outside the garden with Isha running towards us and being chased by some barbed devils. Al and Ios were two primary people to run forward in protection. I think Ios went more for assault, whereas Al ran forward for protection. I mean, it is going to be funny there, but you threw a child at me so you could go and attack something.
I read that you were defending the child, so I decided to make it
Intervene.
that Spider-Man meme where we're all pointing guns at each other.
Ah, right, okay.
Icha was just like, damn, man, this is worse than the hag.
The party were then, it was demanded that the party lay down their arms and essentially go to Tiflis to face judgment for their crimes of the people of Dis. We killed the bard, we killed one of their sisters, the Elysian sisters.
Well, not killed.
Well, no, but I mean, a fate worse than death, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
They revealed then that we had it was then revealed.
Get your camera on, Phoenix. Get the fuck in here.
It was then revealed that they had hostages on the ship in the forms of TO69, Crusher, and Tiax. Essentially, the peace talks kind of crumbled into nothing, kind of stalled, fell on deaf ears, and a fight ensued where we were outnumbered and outgunned until Dahlia pulled the classic trick of using the river Styx to their advantage, wiping out.
Classic already, damn.
wiping out. I'd say about half of the forces that we faced.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mad dash to save Crusher and TX. Fortunately, TX was dropped into the river Styx, and now he faces a fate worse than death. Al brought out the Demon Crusher to try and run some people over, and it failed miserably, to which he was then dragged from his chair and dangled above the river Styx itself as the devils attempted one final negotiation, given that it was a vital party member and not somebody who was noted as not really being any kind of ally to the team whatsoever in
The
TX.
captain of the ship.
Yeah.
Not vital at all.
Al managed to escape the clutches and teleported to continue the fight, at which point we essentially slaughtered everyone, and then the last couple that were not all there kind of flew off in different directions. To save TX, we did a Moses in part of the Red Sea, where Ios found a briefcase in a sunken shipwreck. TX is screwed, we don't have a captain, we're kind of stuck here. And then we had the belly dancers try and teach us the moves of Shakira.
Belly dancers.
And unfortunately for Ios, the hips do lie. For Al and Luca, they discovered that they can spell dance. And then there was one party member which discovered they had the ability to spell sing, and that was Dahlia. It kind of ended there with sort of trying to figure out where we're going to go next and how we're going to sail a ship, I guess.
Yep. Well, you guys had the idea of teleporting again, but that will require a little bit of time to let the spell dancers rest, because they were in the gardens, right? So they didn't actually get a long rest. So that's something you can do, I guess. There's also still the option of asking for divine intervention to cure TX, or do like the reincarnation thing. that you guys had in mind
Yeah.
with TX, but you as well as Kotem is not sure if that will work, and it could just result in TX instead of being a dumb gnome, being a dumb whatever the fuck he gets reincarnated into. So it's a risk, but I guess you don't have much at the moment, so maybe worth taking. That's up to you guys. Alrighty. Okay. Tell Phoenix to go to her computer because now we need a expiration question answered.
Get your computer. Unique expiration question answered.
There you go.
Turn on your camera.
Alright, thanks, Blaine, for the recap. Yeah, it is always hard to like recap a mostly fight session.
Majority of the time that comes to my recap, it's always on the back end of a predominant fight session, if not an entire fight session.
Your last one was Bell?
No, my last recap that I did was it was like a half and half split, but majority of the time it's my recap. It's the back of a fight session.
Alright. Phoenix, coffee, tea, describe the perfect cup as Dahlia.
I think it's very much dependent on function and like situation. I would say that for just like enjoyment, Dahlia likes tea, especially herbal teas, anything like that, made from natural ingredients and that kind of thing. But she certainly wouldn't say no to just a strong black coffee in the morning.
All hot though, right? As a tiefling, I'd imagine you just do them like steaming, like almost like to a cooking point.
Yeah, I would say they have to be pretty hot, although she is not against like, I mean, coffee has to be hot. Like
Yeah,
has
she
to be hot,
doesn't. She
but
doesn't really like an iced coffee.
no, she wouldn't like an iced coffee. It would just taste gross to her. But tea, she can handle tea being colder, like an iced tea. But she'd probably avoid the ice. Just have like a chilled
Just
tea.
the tea. Just tea.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that sounds kind of disgusting, but to everyone their own, I guess.
I like again, it'd have to be a herbal tea, not like a breakfast tea. Like you know,
Yeah,
not
that's
with
fair.
like milk in it, basically.
All right. Well, you described coffee or tea in the perfect cup, I guess. Herbal. Not too chilly, but could be. A little bit. Or just piping hot.
Exactly. I'm just not very picky about anything other than it being ice cold.
Barriers, like drink tea.
I would,
Probably.
yeah, I think they'd probably drink a herbal tea or two.
Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Yeah, and we love making stuff ourselves, right? Being like outlanders and scavengers and all this kind of thing. Like we like to find random plants and boil them down and drink them and potentially have hallucinations.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably got high off some tea at some point.
Yeah, precisely.
Could
In
be
fact,
like,
am I
oh,
not
this is a new
carrying...
plant. Let's try this one.
Yeah, and you can make mushroom coffee too. We could make. In fact, I've got those magic mushrooms, so
There you go.
maybe we could make some for everyone.
Yeah, you actually have them in your inventory. That's right. You bought them from the arena shop.
I did indeed.
All right, expiration done. A recap done. Use them wisely. We'll go into our session here. For now, whatever you guys want, I could drag you over to the garden shore and you could roleplay it like that. Could also drag you over to the ship. Because I assume you guys would want to long rest on the ship and not on the shore, but that's all up to you guys. But currently, you guys are still standing at the shore, near the river Styx, behind you is the garden. You've just discovered the spell dancing and spell singing among parties. And I'd imagine Valentra, as well as some other spell dancers, are very excited to not only welcome some new spell dancers, but also a new spell singer, which is, of course, very rare. Um, yeah, Valentra will even mention that this has not happened while she was with the spell dancers, which has been a long time, because she is an elf, so probably a few decennia, maybe even a few centuries. So having not only two spell dancers but also a spell singer in one party definitely says something about the individuals within the party, which is extraordinary. Except Ios, he's not.
What about Crusher?
Well, Crusher didn't even try, so he might
Well,
be a
yeah, I'm gonna
spell
say
singer.
Ios didn't try either. Ios wasn't trying, that's why it didn't happen. He just sort
Oh,
of
yeah, of
did it
course.
half-heartedly.
It's that stage
Yeah,
fright
yeah.
hitting Ios again.
Right. But yeah, that's where you guys are at. What do you guys want to do? There is still a feeble-minded TX on the shore.
Before we get on the boat, Ios will open up the chest or the briefcase to like empty any excess water like onto the shore as opposed to like onto the deck of our ship that someone could walk into.
Yeah, that makes sense. You kind of do it carefully and stuff to like not be in the way of the water splashing and that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Sure. I'll say with your dexterity, you're able to manage that. You might even use like solace or something to like pry it open from a distance or whatever. As you empty out the insides of the leather briefcase onto the shore, you can see that indeed there's a bunch of water. This definitely was, well, maybe once was like a waterproof kind of briefcase, but definitely not anymore with the wear and tear of it being down there for so long, however long it was. Um, you also see that there fall out a few papers, like per, yeah, parchments. They're all like drenched to a point where it's just like they kind of, as they fall onto the shore, they also kind of dissolve. So not much to do there anymore. But out falls something that caught your eye, caught, caught, caught,
Caught.
caught, catches your eye. Catch your eye. You see what seems to be a smaller object. It's in the form of like a sphere, but you don't know what it's made of. It looks like metal. It does. It's not like a soul coin. It's not like a coin shape. It's like a ball shape. But it's in some sort of dark metal. You're not sure if it's like infernal iron or something else.
I'll I'll use can I use prestidigitation to like dry this contents of the box before I pick it
sure.
up?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. I'll say.
and then I'll grab it. I'll just look at it, investigate it, see if I know. I'm not like a metallurgist or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
Roll me investigation.
weapons or I've seen metal before. I'm very
Yes, you have. That's good ass investigation. All right. You look closely now, holding it within your hand. It fits comfortably in the palm of your hand. It's about the size of a tennis ball, you would say. And after looking more closely to it, you can see that it has some engravings on it. Very slight, as if maybe the water of the river Styx has washed away kind of the deepness of these engravings within time. But they are there. And with a 24, I'll say this: you recognize these engravings to be kind of similar to what you've seen from the dwarven holds or like the dwarven like crypts you guys went to and that sort of thing. It's not exactly scripture, but it's more like the style of it seems to be dwarven.
Wow. Um, I didn't see any dwarves in the garden, did I?
Uh, no.
I'll toss it to Luca and just mention. I think it's dwarvish in origin, but I didn't see any dwarves down here, and I unfortunately don't read it. So maybe you might be able to interpret what it is. Might be magical, but also I think water has eroded it, so I'm not sure that
It is
has.
it is the river Styx, which is very highly
Oh,
magical
true. Yes.
waters. Yeah,
I take that back. Never mind.
so could be. Are you here, Vuk?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll just say, sure, I can. When I get some time, I can cast comprehend languages or identify. Check it out.
Well, like I said, there's not really any scripture on it. It's more like there's decoration, it seems, or maybe the style of the engravings just reminds you as well. Say, because Ayaz has pointed it out, uh, it reminds you of the dwarvish that you've seen, dwarvish architecture, maybe that sort of thing. But it's not exactly scripture. Identify would, of course, do something probably, but
Sure.
comprehend languages would probably not work because you can't read anything.
Well, do we have to do anything else on the shore, or do you want to get on the boat and rest?
I think rest is quite necessary right now, but I don't know if we have anything else to do.
I also don't know how long we have, Valentra will say, with kind of a concerning expression, as the devils that we just fought were part of the Divil's court, and I'm sure he's somehow aware of this. I mean, it is practically his lair, so um, I think it's wise for us to take the rest that we need, and then wherever we want to go, use the teleportation we did just a few days ago again to go. Move. We don't want to be on the same place for too long, as I think any pursuit that will happen is already being sent our way.
Well, I guess we are here for your mother's soul, right? Right, Luca?
Yep. Um, yeah, that still needs tackling on. So
Have you tried? Have you tried speaking to the soul shell?
nope, didn't have the time, although I also wanted to try scrying, so I could do that as well at some point.
But all this is requires us to rest first.
Not necessarily, let me check.
I mean, talking to the thing doesn't require any long rest. You can do that right now.
Yeah, also I got scrying, so nope, I didn't get scrying, so for that I need a rest, but sure,
Okay.
I'll take out the soul orb and just like at first just focus on it and like see if I can maybe telepathically or something do something with it.
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check.
I don't have advantage, it's 17.
Okay. I mean, you definitely feel a magical presence, probably a presence of somebody in there. You can't just. It doesn't seem that you can determine what it is. You're not even sure if the presence that is in there is like able to talk at all in the state that they are. Like a soul coin, maybe it is, of course, an object that holds a soul, but you're not sure if it holds it in the same way. Where a soul coin really holds the soul intact. Still, this seems more dismembered. The smoke kind of swirls inside this soul shell, and if that is the essence of what whoever person this is, then it doesn't seem whole anymore. Maybe whole there still, but not in the right place.
Right, and remind me again, did we cast Identify or anything on the orb?
This soul shell, you mean?
Yes, my bad.
I mean, I'll show it to you, but yeah, you have
Oh, yeah,
already-
I read it, yeah.
So this is all you know.
Alright.
Kotem did say that the soul shells are a very rare thing. The only time they're really talked about or seen is mostly in terms of Mentry, the like prison here on this. That's set to hold like an unimaginable amount of these, as for different kinds of motivations. Sometimes just as like a greed thing, but also like more like a blackmail thing, or maybe something else in regards to devil outlandish motivation, right? But yeah, other than what you have here, you don't really know what else a soul shell can do or how it works and that sort of thing.
Alrighty. Well then, yeah, I guess I'll need a rest to prepare scrying. If I want to try and find my mom. But if there's anything else we want to do, I've got some spells. So if y'all need anything, just let me know.
I mean, how close were you to your mother?
Well, I guess as close as one can be, right? Well, I mean, she's my mother, but yeah, we didn't really. Well, I guess I didn't see her in quite a while. You know, like 8 years now. But we used to be really close. When I was younger. It's not something I don't know, and you can tell that Luca is definitely like having a hard time answering that question. And he says, we kind of parted on bad terms, or at least I did. Made a mess. But yeah, not really that. Look, and you can see him like having a short circuit moment, and he like keeps on digging himself like deeper and deeper, and he's trying to find an expression of things to say.
Was he, or was she, sorry, was she the human or the elf side?
Oh, neither. That funny story, actually. All of my ancestors are half-elven. I mean, that's how it goes in Aglarond, where I'm from. We have a lot of half-elves. I mean, we have a lot of humans as well, but quarter, almost a half of, or a third of population is half elven. I mean, my mother, my father, and all of, well, both of my sets of grandparents, and I suppose both of my grandparents from my mother's grandparents are also half elves. So I think we just have a long lineage of half elves running around.
So you're kind of like a
That's
pure
pretty-
blood of a dirty blooded lineage then.
Yeah, you could say I'm the purest of the well, you know.
Non-pure.
You're like a Bernedoodle or like a Golden Doodle. Those are very popular in Faerun.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I think we eat them in Aglaron, but I might be wrong.
They're very tasty.
No, but definitely the Thayans do, and we're their neighbors, so yeah. Anyways, it's. I guess I'll tackle that when I get to it. But long story short, I care for her, and I really don't want her to suffer. Well, not any more than she already does. So, if there is a way to save her and get her home, I would very much like that. Uh, I
What
hope. Oh, go on.
But Tam will kind of step forward. What made you aware that she's gone? Eh, how do you know she's like? Of course we Bazable, but I mean, it seems that you were already aware before that there was something wrong.
Yeah. Well, I I was visited by my father, um, who out of the two, I I had a more difficult time with, I suppose. So seeing him was a shock, but seeing him talking about her the way he did, which basically he said that I don't know. I guess a devil came to her. She vanished in a puff of smoke or fire or something, which has its own kind of thing, but basically, I I left them 8 years ago when I was 16. I I guess I just discovered my powers, and that discovery wasn't a very pleasant one. Uh, Out of nowhere, I just had a big explosion in a literary sense, but like quite literally. We lived on a farm by the sea, and they were gone for one day to go to the city and sell all the wheat and everything we'd made. And when they came back, I they saw a cindered barn on fire because somehow I set it on fire. I didn't know what was happening, neither did they, but I guess this is why it hurts even more because they were sure a devil made me do it. Or at
Do
least
you
some
think
kind of fiend. Or they didn't really. Well, you see, living in Aglarond, living so close to Thay, where the red wizards are, you kind of view magic in a different light. Many of Aglarondians spend their whole lives fighting against magic. So, having your child be a mage was something. And yeah, plus ruining your whole livelihood was not a good idea. So they definitely saw it as a bad omen.
You think
So I left.
the fire, because you say that your parents said that a devil made you do it, and now presumably a devil has taken your mother, do you think that's connected?
I really hope not. Um, that's that's what's been on my mind ever since I heard it, and I really, really hope that's not the case. Because I've already ruined everything once. I really don't want it. I mean, I don't want to be responsible for anything bad that happens to her again.
Right. Well, uh, it seems to be that she's still somewhere here, at least to our knowledge. And although the layers of the nine hells are infinite, the places where you can hide somebody like your mother are not. At least not well. So I think with some magic and some luck, we'll be able to locate her, or at least give it our best guess. And, do our best to rescue her from any situation that she finds herself in.
I'll try. Let's hope it works out.
Yes, I hope so too. You guys know your passive insight?
What's a passive
I mean,
insight?
it should be 10 plus your insight check.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mine is 9.
Nice.
Mine is 13.
Okay.
15.
All right. Phoenix?
Would you say 10 plus my insight?
Mm-hmm. Insight modifier, yeah.
14?
I ask Phoenix and Luca, or like Phoenix and Fook, to come to the. Can do the gaming channel here, because we need 3 people.
Yeah, we don't have 1 on 2.
Yeah. We'll go there. Okay.
Alrighty.
Just a moment here.
I miss out by 1. By 1. Look, like you, fair enough. You're 9. Like you're below 10. You're below
I
the
knew,
base
yeah, I was
minimum.
I'm sure you could still hear what's going on.
Just go and unplug a headset and start blasting through her speakers.
I was gonna say, is there a chance she's? But yeah, she is.
God damn it.
Well, it can't be that important.
I mean, when has he ever dragged anyone off into another chat when it's been important?
Yeah, that's fair. I wonder if he expects us to like keep it a secret, or if
I guess we'll find out now.
All right. If nothing else, then we'll continue towards the long rest here. I'll ask this from you, Luca. Do you want to identify the black orb that Ios has found in the briefcase before we go long rest, or no?
Yeah, sure.
You identify it, and it's not a magical thing. But I'll say this. You choose an object, must touch the red. It's a magic item or some other magic imbued object. You learn whatever the spell. Yeah, you don't think this is magical. You don't sense anything through identify. But I'll allow you to roll like a history check for this, as you. I mean, you are spending like 10 minutes on this, or a minute, or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. You remember from the crypts, maybe, as well as maybe reading about it. You remember that dwarves like to make the keys to certain doors for things, special, I guess. If you remember the crypt, there were like doors where you had to like solve like some sort of, you had to sacrifice something, right? Like an item or like some HP, that sort of thing. You'd think that this, with the kind of engravings on it, is probably some very, very unique key that fits only one lock. Hopefully, because it has eroded a little bit, and can thereby be opened. That's it.
Does anyone know mending? Can you
Yeah,
try
I
it
have
on this?
mending.
Can you try it on this orb to see if it restores it?
I can indeed.
Okay. Could you throw me mending in the chat?
Yeah, when my character sheet decides to load, I will.
Yeah, you guys both sucking on the same internet provider there, so 2 character
Actually-
sheets at the same time.
Actually, Plains internet is
Internet's
not bad.
fantastic, thank you.
Unless I unplug
Oh.
it.
Yeah, that happened last time, eh? Alright, mending. The spell repairs a single break tear, an object you touch. It's a broken chain link. Yeah, I'll say it probably costs a little more than 1 minute. But you can probably repair the orb to its full functionality. The key, I'd say, to its full functionality in time. The engravings become a lot more like engraved in, I guess, a lot more deeper. And the edges of the engravings become more sharp as you spend some time repairing the orb to its former glory. And yeah, it's in your hand, ready to go, wherever the lock may be.
I bet these papers would have told us something about that, but don't suppose you can mend a bunch of paper.
I think that's
You guys kind of, as you're talking, are looking upon the what used to be papers, and they're kind of just in a like it's more like a mush now, drenched in Styx water.
Well, shall we rest on the boat? I don't think we should hoist the anchor or anything.
Just drift off into the river Styx, like, and they all died of starvation. They never could leave. Yeah. All right. You guys go onto the ship. I'll bring you guys to the map here for the ship. 'Cause don't know if you guys want to do anything here. We don't have these guys anymore. The ship is a little bit more empty now that we. Oh, Velek is not there either. Poor Velek.
I remember Cortam died in that last fight, right? Strictly remember
Not before
Cortam
throwing
dying.
you the key to his cellar downstairs.
Yeah.
Wait, did TX die?
No.
There's just some.
No, we
conscious-
pulled him out of the because remember we lowered the water. and pulled him
TO69
out.
died at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TO69 died.
TX has inhaled a lot of water.
Yeah, but he's still, I guess, alive. He's just dumb now. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let me drag you guys over. I dragged TX downstairs. He's like in a hangmat or something. He's actually at the desk.
I'm just gonna look at the wheel because it can't be much different than driving a land vehicle.
Yeah, you guys are not actually going like
Yeah.
the map suggests. Or you guys are still stationed at the docks there.
I'm just gonna look over the wheel and just twist the side to side and be like, surely this can work like this.
You turn it. It's pretty strong. Like you have to be pretty strong to turn this. It seems you're kind of impressed with TX's strength there. Didn't expect it from such a small guy, but yeah, you turn it. You're still anchored down though, but you definitely
mean-
turn it.
TX can do this by himself. If we each learn a part of the boat, maybe we can do this together, and then eventually we can train Ija to do it for us forever.
So what, we
Absolutely.
just
I'm the
take you in
captain
for
now.
slavery?
No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. But surely this is not above us as a group. We did defeat an aspect of Tiamat.
Well, as a former archdevil.
Yeah, that too.
I guess they're both former archdevils.
And Luca's one of the smartest people I know. And Al, you're one of the most stubborn people I know. So I think we should, between the two of you, we have what it takes to learn something.
And I've also got my license, so like,
Your gun license? What? Your boating license? Like your learner's
What are-
permit on boats?
What are
Okay.
guns? What's this word? Guns.
All right. I will learn the.
Dahlia will turn and go, these.
I'll learn the anchor.
Nice.
yeah,
It is. Zemzarif will speak overhearing this conversation, and kind of with a cynic voice, she'll say, "It is nice to be able to learn from somebody if you're gonna learn something. And seeing as the one that could learn it to us is now, well, not in a state where he could." Becomes a little harder. But maybe
would you
just
like-
trial and error.
what would you like us to do, Zamza? Like, it was either give up, potentially go to our deaths, or lose the captain of the ship.
This
Well,
is
trial and error, I guess, is your best method, but that will maybe wreck the ship. if you
well,
do it
good
wrong.
thing. If we make a big mistake, none of us will remember it.
I guess so. Well, it could be an idea to not anchor off and just try out the sails and the.
Oh no, I'm not going to take the anchor. It's going to take me hours to figure out this anchor system.
It's literally an anchor on a rope.
We're doing a group project, and I'm the guy who's in charge of the font.
And Luca is like fucking learning the entire manual to this whole ship.
Yep, that is definitely a sail.
So Luca wants the sails. Okay. Al, I guess you've taken the helm, and Dahlia, do you want? I don't know
I
much
mean,
else.
I was just thinking, in theory, it's a ship, right? So
In
if I
theory.
just make a strong gust of wind blow us in a certain direction
Or
repeatedly.
manipulate the river Styx in a way that it carries us in whatever direction we want to go in.
That would
I-
be slightly more challenging because I can only manipulate a certain area of water. So that would only get us like so far. At least being blown in a certain direction, we're likely to continue in that direction beyond the like ability of my power, if that makes sense, because we'll just naturally keep going. But yeah, I don't know.
Where did Crusher go?
I-
Crusher, no!
I did grow up. I did grow up near the docks, and I will say those who used magic as a means of like speeding up their travel on the boats, they generally were pretty exhausted by the time they got to land, and a lot of the time it was meant for like an emergency. I'm not sure it would be kind to you to be focusing your magics for hours on end to give us travel. I'm sure we could learn it, but maybe
Well,
when
with
we're-
the help of my spell dancers.
Oh yes, I forgot. Everyone
They
got a
do-
gift.
Yeah, they do on command. They do all the spell dancers do like a little twirl, including you guys. I'm assuming.
But I guess we first need to decide where it is that we're headed. Are we
Yeah,
going
that's
to
good.
this
That's a
prison?
good one as
or-
well.
Yeah, like
I thought we might have to wait till we know who's in the stone before, because we could be going off to the next level, or trying to anyway, or we could be going into Dispater. Dispater? No, What's the city called?
City of Dis.
City of Dis. Okay.
It's like a, what's it like? It's like a New York in New York, right?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
so. Um,
Oh,
Luca, you can't do the scrying until we've rested. Is that right?
Yeah, I gotta prepare the spell.
Okay, so perhaps before we do anything with this boat, we rest and then we let Luca scry, and then we might have an idea of where we're trying to head.
yeah. I'm gonna bring up Yonder's body onto the boat as well.
Oh yeah, you guys have me as well. Damn, I forgot about him.
Wait, you left his body inside the garden though, didn't you?
No, you didn't.
No, no,
you
no, I
brought
brought
it
it up,
with
yeah.
him.
On the beach.
No, because he
I
was
didn't-
carrying him, but then partway through, after he saw the message, he thought to himself, "Oh, I don't want to carry this dead body with me anymore." So he put the body down and then he left.
So he
And
put it
came to
into
the-
he put it into like a body bag or something.
Put it in the bag of
I
holding.
wrapped it up,
bag
and when I first saw Ija running at us, then I put it down.
Yeah, it's on the battle
okay.
map as well.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
on
he was.
on the
The
shore.
body was on the beach.
Yeah.
Well, when I was watching, because I did the recap for the previous one, I'm sure I thought that you like just decided to put it down.
He
But-
might have considered it. He might have considered it, but you guys, well, he definitely brought it back to where the shore here. I just forgot that he was here. Okay, let me.
I don't know what the terms of speak with the dead are. Is this something someone you could talk to?
The spell dancers are gonna take their rest downstairs. But you have a cleric and a very knowledgeable druid and wizard at your disposal to answer that question.
I don't believe I have Speak with the Dead, so because it's a wizard spell, I think.
It is, but I don't have it. I can speak with plants, so that's as far as I can do.
I can get it.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
speak with plants.
I can get speak with dead. It'll just take
you
me
get to speak with that?
through the soulless armor, no?
I don't think you're attuned, but you can attune to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can basically attune with it, and then I should get speak with dead.
Will you be able to de-attune to it, or are you just wearing it?
Well, yeah, it's just an attunement. I can de-attune to it.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not cursed, is it?
No, just only somebody without a soul can wear it.
Can you
It's a
do
shame
that?
because I feel like it makes sense for someone who can like fungally infest corpses to be able to
Hey.
speak with the dead.
Maybe you don't have a soul in you. Could try it on.
No, I'm not gonna.
Let's not open that door. I'll just keep myself in the dark here.
Plan, would you do the honors? I'd love to know if this is Yender or if it's just another or a trick.
Sure. I will take a moment to de-attune from the 9 lives sword, and then
Sure.
attune to my soulless scale mill.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time because you have to actually put on the scale mill, but after you've done that, drag you over to here, by the way. After you've done that, you are able to cast Speak with Dead. Now, put it in the chat, because technically Yander was undead, right? Because he was a vampire. So I don't know if how this works.
I don't have the spell in my spell list because
Just drag it over. You can just type it into the
Yeah.
thingy and then drag it onto your character sheet. Should be there. I have no idea how that works, because I assume it works, but let's read the spell.
Yes.
With it, I guess it also just works if Yander was still like parentheses alive, because it's still dead. So speak with that, and you can just talk to him normally. Corpse of your choice. Well, he is a corpse. Corpse must still.
And we made him dead, or he is.
Can't be
he's
undead.
dead.
There you go. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
But he's
he was
not
undead. Yeah,
not
he's dead
undead.
now. That's tricky. Okay, we're just gonna Google it. Speak with dead on undead corpse. In D&D 5e, the Speak with Dead spell cannot be cast on an undead creature or a corpse that has been turned into undead. Yeah, but can it be cast on an undead creature that now is dead? Still not answering my question.
Speak with dead on dead vampire.
There you go. Dead undead. If an
If,
undead creature...
if a vampire is killed, it becomes dead undead, which is a regular corpse.
Hey, sure. I'll say this. It works. Just because we want... This is kind of cool. So, go ahead.
What do you want me to ask him?
I want to know if he's the real Yander Sunstar, or why there are so many of him. So I guess my first question is, what is your name?
Feels like a waste of a question, but okay. What is your name?
Oh, he'll answer Ios already, because it was directed at him.
I thought he only answered me, no?
Does it say that? I'm going off the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
I might.
Corpses.
Cause I'm sure there's a
Until the
spell.
spell ends, you can ask the corpse
Yeah.
up to 5 questions. Yeah, I guess it would be you.
Yeah.
Technically. Okay, sure. You'll ask that question, and as I'm going Baldur's Gate 3 with the visual here, so as the green kind of magic glows bright and he lifts slightly up of the ground of the deck of the ship here, you hear a kind of haunting voice distorted from what you guys would recognize as Yander Sunstar's voice, because you guys have spoken to him in the first layer of hell, or at least a version of him. He'll answer the question and say, "I am Yander Sunstar."
Well, it's Yander Sunstar. What do you want me to ask him now, As?
Yander, I've killed you twice already. Why are there so many of your corpses around the hells?
I'll just look at you blankly. Just you clearly don't understand how the spell works, do you?
Is it
Yander.
yes or no? Is it yes or no?
No, only I can ask him the questions.
Well, Al,
Yeah,
just
Yander.
pretend, just translate.
Ios has
It's
killed
like
you
we were
twice
speaking to a
already.
person who's-
Ios has killed you twice already. How are there so many of you?
He'll answer this and he'll say, "That is impossible. I am the only Yander Sunstar."
What was the last thing you remember before death?
Oh, we're just okay. Let's go.
Well, there's still two more
Um,
questions Ios can ask. I just
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I was
he
gonna
he
ask
he clearly look. He's asked what his name was, and then he's asked him a question himself. Something tells me Ios doesn't get to speak with dead business.
It's a good question. I've looked at this one, so he'll answer and say, "A handsome face that betrayed me."
Well, that can't be you, Ios. Do you want to find out the name of this handsome face?
I do, yes.
Who was this handsome face that betrayed you? What was their name?
Let me go into my notes.
Luca did it in the library with the
Menon
wrench.
Faravaldi. Here you are. He'll say, "I do not know his name, but I know what he was titled. Velluxagon."
Velluxagon.
And I'll let you all roll a religious check.
You put that in chat, please.
Yep. Yeah.
Velluca? What's Luca?
Roll me all a religion check, as you guys are hearing this.
Wow.
Velluxagon. Great roll so far. Well done, guys. There we go. To the rescue. Nobody knows this title or name or anything except Luca. You recognize this to be the title of, well, the name of a certain devil type. You've never met this type of devil, but in common tongue they are translated to harvester devils. You don't know much. Yeah, you don't know much about them. The only thing you do remember, I'll say, with the 20 is that they are known to be very, very persuasive, as well as have some sort of ward that protects them from any violence or harm or things that are done to them.
Interesting. That's kind of like the gardens. Okay.
Right.
I'll tell that to the group.
Okay.
Last question.
The Yander I met, he was a fallen Hell Rider. Do you think I should ask him if he still was with the Hell Riders when he died, if he was still a hero when he died, or if he was fallen at that point?
He did. I'll say this. He did have his symbol on him of the Hell Riders.
Well, that's telling.
I think you. Yeah, I remember you asking that as well.
Was he always a vampire when he was with the Hell Riders, or did he become a vampire before, like after he fell?
Is that your question?
No, I'm asking Ios.
What I know is he's always been a vampire, or at least he was a vampire
During his time
Well,
with
he
the
was-
Hell Riders.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been a vampire in the 3 times you've met him. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
And Ramius was I think he was acceptance of that, the fact that he was, but he was also like trying to redeem himself, sort of deal was the vibe I got.
Right. I guess also
Did he
because
wear-
Remius talked a little bit about it. I'll say that Remius said that he was a good warrior, a good friend among the Hell Riders. I'll probably say that Remius hasn't had much experience with the Yander that he knew, but
We could.
yeah, he was a somehow good aligned vampire that tried to do his best to fight the devils inside the hell along with all the other Hell Riders.
We could ask him what year he died,
Or
and
maybe
then that puts him
where-
on the timeline, because then we know that if it's before you killed him, then at least we know
What
on the
about where-
timeline.
where Feluxagon is, maybe.
That, I mean, if Feluxagon
I'm-
is a person that moves about and travels and he's a devil, then I assume he's not going to be where he killed Sander.
Yeah.
What will it be?
Dahlia, Luca, any suggestions?
I say try and get this year just to place him on a timeline. But we'll open up the group.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, is there anything Luke or Dahlia would like to ask? The final question.
Do we know if he actually knows who Ios is?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Because
Could
why
we
does
just
he keep
ask-
showing up?
Because if he doesn't, then we know that this is not the person that you've killed.
Yeah.
And if he does, then it could be to do with like him being resurrected. I don't know. Like, I you could ask him how he knows Ios, because that way we won't just get a yes or no.
Ios has Yender's amulet too. Like Ios has the same amulet as Yender does.
Well,
and I
yeah,
know
you took it from the first Yander you
Yeah.
slayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And that was still on the material plane, right? So,
Mhm. So, yeah, I think who are you? Why are we tethered? Like, why are our fates intertwined right now? Might be a.
those are multiple questions.
Oh, I mean,
he just
like
doesn't
that.
understand how this spell works. It's okay.
I'm putting the second and first option out to the.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Do you
sir.
know why your fate is tied to Iosachi? Would be a good one, because if he said, I don't know who that is, then we would know, or maybe he would actually be able to give us an answer.
Okay. Do you know why your fate is tied with Iosachi?
This is an interesting question. I'll answer truthfully and say I do not know who that is. So no.
So this version of, and that was the last question, so I guess he falls limp again.
Right.
Well, we know that this version of him, at least, is before your time. Maybe we could have gotten more information from him if somebody didn't ask him what his name was, but
I think I just need to take the enders I meet at face value.
could it be that he's a revenant by any chance?
I
Fuck, dude.
I don't know. We've met revenants before, right? The one that was tailing Jonas.
Do you know Yasmin something something? That's what she used to phrase.
Does it look like this body's like preserved but now is decaying because we've taken it out of the garden? Like, does it look as, I mean, it's
Too short to tell because
Yeah.
it's been out of the garden for like.
But does it look perfectly preserved as it is, or is it like
Yeah, it looks pretty well preserved. It was in a pretty shut down coven, it seemed. So yeah, no, it looks pretty well preserved so far. You haven't actually investigated the body, I think, other than just look if it has
Yeah.
the.
I'm gonna ask Luca or someone who has investigation to either assist me or for me to let me assist them.
Yeah, you could be assisted. I'll let you
Sure
roll
thing.
advantage. 19, not bad. Let me check here. Yeah. You don't notice anything particularly weird until you find on the lower back there is a slit through his clothes. And as you kind of pull back those layers, you can see that there is actually a wound of some sort of blade embedded into his lower back. Presumably the fatal strike that took him down.
Mm-hmm. Stabbed in the back. That's a terrible way to go.
He did say he was betrayed. That is Feluxogon.
Does it appear like he's on that investigation check? Did they see if he appears he's starting to like wither? I know you said it's too soon to tell, but like,
Yeah, it's a little bit too soon. I'll say this: the wound seems seared from the edges, as if not only this blade struck him, but also burned him.
well, either way, then I'm just going to touch the body and cast gentle repose.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, you'd assume that in time, because he's now outside to the, this is a lot better than Avernus in terms of environment, but it's still hell.
Yep. But yeah, now he can no longer decay or become undead, so Ios doesn't need to sleep with one eye open. in the fears that
Yeah,
he's going to
that would
rise
be
from the
fun
dead
to like
in vengeance.
have the vampire wake up.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hola.
I'm back. 1d10 days, you know it. I think that's how it works. Maybe not. Anyway.
So I've seen a Yander on the first level, on the material plane,
Right.
second level.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if this keeps going like this, you'll probably find another one on the next layer, if this is a pattern, Semserif will say. And let's just hope that one is alive, so we can ask some more questions.
Well, or we could, is it 10 days till we get to ask the next set of questions?
I mean, I don't know how how often
The
you can do
spell
speak
fails
with
if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days, so you'll have to wait 10 days and
Yeah.
then you can cast
and he's
it again.
not going to decay or become undead in the next 10 days either because of gentle repose. So
Yeah, so you kind of have like a unlimited amount of questions, it's just a 10-day break in between every time.
I'm sure I'll figure out how this this spell works in 10 days.
Right. Incarnate,
I think his soul is the material we're
wouldn't work.
lacking here.
That wouldn't also work, because he's not a humanoid. He's an undead. Or he was an undead when he died, so it wouldn't work. Draw a line there.
and technically
You
he's
could
also
do it
been dead
with-
for like years.
Right. You could try and still do it with TX. Kill him and then reincarnate him. A little cruel, but you know.
That would be
it's
hard
worth it.
to he's like downstairs eating a doorknob or something, and we just like
I'll do it.
put
And
a plate.
He's currently salivating over the desk of Kotam.
It'll be like of mice and men. I'll do it. Just look out over there, TX. Speak about the alfalfa patches, TX.
He'll die the same way this Yander Sunstar died.
Yeah, with Balsmere.
We're not betraying him. We're just
Point
trying
him
to
out in
help
his
him
misery.
in like a
Right.
really challenging way.
Okay, I'll go and do it now.
Fuck. With a risk of him like waking up in a body that is not his.
Yep.
And then either still being dumb or like having to readjust to this body that he got forced into. Yeah, you guys want to try that? You can if you want to. Bring him up.
I'm down for
He's
that.
kind of like a toddler that just agrees with everything, so.
Now I just need you to look at Ios for a moment, please, TX.
Wait. Before you do that, I should clarify, I do not have 1000 GP worth of rare oils on it, so I can't actually cast this spell yet.
Just have another dead body.
I'm hugging TX and I have a knife just like out ready to go.
And you throw them both in the locked door in the back of the ship, and somebody news comes on the ship, and you're like, "What's behind that door?" Nothing.
All right.
Nothing, don't
We
mind it.
need some rare unguents.
You could go back to the Core of Knives, but that's probably not a good idea.
Things
I think we
spending
need
more
a
time.
rest. See if
Yeah.
Luca can figure out who's in the box, who's in the sphere, and
I don't
Oh.
know if scrying works like that, but he could at least try and scry on his mother and see if where she is.
I think that's the idea. And Al and I will make some perfume out of Styx water so we can use it for this spell.
Great.
I was going to say, can we not just like? I've got a portion of bottled breath. Can I not just dump 1,000 gold into it with that bottle? Does that work?
That's very creative. No, it has to be something worth
Damn it!
1,000 gold pieces.
It
Not
technically
actually
would be.
1,000 gold pieces.
You know that? I think it's vodka that has little flecks of gold in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The
Just
gold
like that.
Goldschlager.
Yeah, Goldstrike. Yeah, disgusting.
Well, I guess I'll unattune to my soul armor and reattune back to my sword.
See you back in 10 days.
Yeah.
Does the blade at the back of Yander's back look like it was similar to my sunblade?
I mean, you'd know what kind of incision it would make if your sunblade. You could just kind of stab next to it and see if it's the same. But from the width of the blade, I'll say probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I was just
It
gonna
looks.
stab
It
one of
looks more like a. It looks more like Solace, maybe, like more like a. Like dagger kind of size, maybe a little bigger, but something around there.
Are you a devil, Ios?
Pardon me?
Are you the devil that killed him?
Solus is a slashing blade. It's not a stabbing blade, so
You
I
can
don't think
stab
I
with
am.
a slashing blade.
Does it have a
Obviously,
point?
You've never stabbed with a slashing blade before. It's very different.
This blade can only do slashing damage. It has a pointy end. No, only slashing.
I've dulled the pointy end, yup.
Yeah.
It's-
It is kind of weird that those blades are like, no, this is slashing. You can't do piercing. A little bit. That wouldn't work like that. Anyways, all right. You guys, long rest. Any watches? As we're kind of waiting on this, or long resting on the shore.
TX has taken all 8 hours of the watch.
I mean, he'll happily do so. I don't think he'll be aware of much, but
I'll take the first 4 hours, I guess.
sure.
The perks of having an elf with you, I guess.
Right. EJ will kind of stay with you.
You can go
Usually
rest, you know,
I will
Isha.
Going the other way.
Oh, I've got my
There's
kids.
no idea what you're saying.
Got my kids with me.
She'll wrap around your leg, and then kind of just fall asleep.
I'll like drape my cloak over her.
Nice. Tier 6-9 will attempt the same.
Okay, I guess I'll drape the cloak over him as well. Just but with my
It'll
clothes.
be like under the like cloak. You'll hear like a muffled voice of Tier 6-9. It'll be like, "Oh, this is nice."
Plain.
And EJ will make some sort of Aquan kind of speaking, but you have no idea what she's saying.
Plain, do you remember in the last like layer or last fight or before the last fight, I guess, you got like a cloak made of like skins? Is that right? In the Tiamat dungeon?
A dress.
I got a dress of
A
skin.
dress.
Yeah.
What was that again?
Just a dress of skin. I don't think we ever bothered to.
You still have it?
Yeah. I went to offer it up as payment to be ferried into the hells. The devil that wanted to only bring
it
our
didn't
souls.
have any magical properties. It was just a skin dress.
We've never actually looked at it.
Never identified it.
Yeah, and it's not something that I've like kept hidden from you guys. You saw me take it. We just never bothered looking at it.
I might mention it randomly.
Hey, you know about that flash dress that we got a few like months back?
It just
I'm gonna
seems
say, well, Ios was like on the shore, seeing his blades effect on devil skin. He just poked a few corpses, and he's like, "Wait a tick, Al, do you remember that skin dress you found?"
what, months ago?
Have we ever cast Identify in that? I feel like it's not just a skin dress.
No, never. I mean, it just looks like a skin dress to me.
I think we should try.
I can ask Luca to do so when he wakes up. Yeah, sure.
Cool. You know, your mind wanders while you work sometimes. Io stabs another imp or whatever they are, horn devil with his sword. Like, nope, that's not it. All right, I'm gonna go sleep.
Been
Enjoy.
gone. Fine devil, I think you meant.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a perception check. You're kind of like pretending to steer the ship. You're kind of like turning the wheel a little bit and maybe doing like some like horn sounds. Yeah, right. 23. All right. It's not much to see here. I mean, you're kind of in a bend in the river Styx. Mostly just mountain and barren wastelands around you. You look a few times towards the garden, where, from time to time, oh, what's his fucking name?
The poor guy we traumatized.
Yeah. What's his name? Second layer. Venfrion. Venfrion will kind of hand or like arm over shoulder bring out one of the others inside the garden, and kind of you'll see him like talk to them at the edge of the gardens, and like it's a kind of an entertaining watch. It's from a distance, but you like the drama because there's a lot of drama when he says that. You know, some time has passed, most likely. Again, from a distance, so you can't hear it, but you can see the distraught expressions of everyone he brings outside. He kind of does it one for one. Some like stay on the beach and kind of, I don't know, like have a internal crisis, while others just kind of like, there's even one guy that comes out, he gets told this, shrugs his shoulders and walks back in.
It's like watching daily soaps, just.
Right. So that kind of goes on for a little bit.
Can I like try and usher people, the people that like come out and sit on the beach, can I kind of like try and usher them over briefly?
I'll say that maybe at the end of, yeah, sure. Like if you, I guess that would be a logical thing, because the ones that wanted to leave the gardens after hearing this news will probably go to the only fucking ship that's docked there.
Yeah.
So at some point you'll have like maybe 2 or 3 people separate from each other, but still kind of at the same question. Is there a possibility of you going somewhere in the near future?
Definitely
kind of
going
voice.
to. I don't suppose anybody knows how to sail a ship.
3 like people of them will kind of look towards each other. One says, no, I got teleported here. The other says, I have, but not one this big.
So with some help and guidance to other people, would you be able to do it, do you think?
Well, I didn't have a sail either. It's a rowing boat.
I said sail a ship, not row a boat.
I know. Can I still come on?
I guess.
And the third one will kind of just, it doesn't, he speaks, but in another language.
What language?
Um,
I'll tell you which ones I know, and then you can tell me if...
yeah.
So I know
Okay,
Common,
cool.
Elven,
Go ahead.
Infernal, Abyssal, Celestial, and Draconic.
Wait. Just give me one moment here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, definitely not.
Damn.
You have no idea what this. This seems to be a not. What's the fucking name of the cat people?
Tabaxi.
Yeah, right. Not a tabaxi, but like a lion version of it.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the bottom of that when Luca wakes up.
Do you wake him up next, or you're going? Because that is kind of what happens in the 4 hours that you.
Yeah, I'll wake Luca up next because I know he has some business to take care
Okay.
of.
You, with
Waddle.
quite a bunch of struggle, you waddle over.
Walk like John Wayne.
Right. But you managed to wake up Luca. EJ will come with you. Tier 6-9 will stay on deck.
Okay. I'll put Asia in one of the cots. Or I'll put her in my cot and she just because I just sit there anyway, so she can just sleep there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you'll just be next to her. Okay. All right. Dahlia, you kind of like at some point you turn like towards the other side and you just kind of look straight into like Al's eyes. You're just kind of in a trance. You scare the shit out of yourself for just a moment and then realize he's in a trance and just turn away again. It's like Gandalf like sleeping with his eyes open. It's a little creepy. All right, look at you. You indulge in the same fantasy and stand at the helm of Kotem's ship. TO69 kind of crawls up to your leg. You don't know why.
There's also 3 new people that you've never met before. Just
Oh
sit
yeah,
there.
true.
Yeah,
Let me do that.
I'll just shake my head and continue going on. They don't look harmful, right?
The 3 new people? No.
Yeah.
I mean, they look kind of thankful that they're here, but also just they look scared as fuck because there's a dragon on board. But other than that, they're just happy to be here, I guess. You recognize the lion kind of thing as a leonin.
Oh, all right.
Very rare. Some say type of subspecies from the tabaxi, but opinions are divided. Roll me a perception check as you're doing your watch here. That's not bad either. I'll say 2 more join in the time that goes on. And what you'll also notice is, by the way, is Yender Sunstar still on the deck, or where is he?
I think Ios has him wrapped up like underneath his cot.
Underneath your hammock, okay. We'll just place him here. Alright. Look at you notice that Zemsariv seems to be sleeping. As she's sleeping, she seems to make some movement, and she also seems to say something in her sleep. It's Draconic. I don't remember if you can speak Draconic, but...
You just didn't want to say that when I was stood on deck.
Well, she wasn't sleeping at that point.
I don't speak Draconic. However, if she continues like for the rest of my watch, which is like 4 hours or however long, then sure I'll do a. I don't know if I can cast a ritual spell. Would that break arrest?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
As you cast it and are able to now understand Draconic, it's not much you get because it's like it's sleep talk, right? So it's like a little fake. But a few words catch your eye or catch your ear. Sorry. the names of both the parents. I remember saying some war. I think. Zinsharif.
Zinsharif and Zillarif.
There you go, Zillarif and Zinsharif. Those are both mentioned, as well as the name of Bitter Breath. And she seems to be reliving some sort of memory she has, where they're all like present. So probably a long time ago. She doesn't seem to enjoy the memory much. As
Yeah, that
she
makes
kind of
sense.
squirms a little bit in her sleep. Do you do anything?
I don't want to wake her up and kind of like, because I know she's still healing and stuff. So I'll
Right.
let her rest, but I'll just while on deck just try my best to play a simple tune, um, to like give some kind of like a background music to lull her deeper into sleep and ease the nightmares. And
Okay.
if that's like allowed, just do like a counter charm. If the thing is she is frightened, so it like helps
Yeah,
with that.
I like it. I like it. Sure. You kind of sing a lullaby to her, I guess, and as you do, it takes a little bit of time. But not only the commoners are a little bit more at ease, but also Zemserif will kind of die down with the movement, and her kind of mouthing of some words begins to get more silent as well, until she kind of, you see a slight smile on her face as she kind of breathes normally again. You
Just
feel satisfied.
think about it's the same lullaby that was sung to me, and at that point, Luca will just take out the glass orb, the crystal orb that he bought, and just
Right.
kind of rub it with his thumb, and think for a second. Um, this is not how we imagined he would see her after so long. But I guess everything has a meaning. And just put it back, getting ready after he rests.
As you put the orb back, it slightly clings against the other orb that you have, the soul shell.
And all the other shit in his bag.
And all the fucking, like, tons of... Yeah, you definitely have the longest inventory, I think, out of
Yeah.
all of us.
It's like a mug of mulling. And you have ingredient pouch, diamonds, rubies, gold, lead-based ink, or lead-based
mean,
ink.
I think Al also has a good collection, but I think you kind of trump. Maybe not in terms of magic items, but just in terms of general shit.
Yeah, I mean, majority of Al's items in his backpack are just useless shit. Tongues and skin dresses.
Well, it
Anybody need a
might be
helmet
magical.
rhyme shielding?
Got some peach tea. A brain
Oh, yeah.
tadpole from when we fought the mind flayer years ago.
Great, you carry that with you? That's fun.
Want an
All right.
Ifriti bottle shard? Goblin card playing set?
That's, Jesus Christ, you still have that?
Yep.
All the way back. All right, you guys finished the long rest. Or at least, wait, you can only do 2 hours, right?
Yeah, I need somebody else.
Okay, yeah, so who are you switching?
I'll do Dahlia.
Alright. Drag
I'll
him up.
slowly walk up to her and just kind of gently like touch her on the shoulder and say, not to alarm you, but there are people coming over. I don't think they're malicious. I think they're just seeking refuge from the gardens. But yeah, just to let you know.
Is Al still sat there now, just staring at both Luke and Dahlia in a trance?
I guess yeah. If you were staring at that direction.
Also, did you notice he gets cross-eyed when he sleeps?
Yeah, I try not to think about it. It gives me nervous.
You also see that the influence that Al has on Ija might be rubbing off because she's also with her eyes open now, kind of staring at you all. But you're pretty sure that she's just awake and staring.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye for whoever else may join us, I guess.
Well, as you say that and come up on deck, you see the 5 new refugees. You also see TO69 who walks towards you and kind of just wraps around your leg.
Aw. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing good. I like this new thing. I don't know what's called, but uh, physical touch.
Ah, well. Yeah, I mean, I would be careful because some people they really enjoy personal space. So don't go
Right.
touching everyone.
Now that I'll make sure I keep track of that. In McKenna's, where I'm from, you're not allowed to speak or touch anyone without being spoken to or being touched by if you do not outrank them. So
Yeah. Well, the easiest way is to ask. Always ask first, you know what I mean? That way you can't go wrong.
oh, I'm sorry. He lets go and then kind of stands up and says, "Could I wrap around your leg?"
Of course you can.
He goes back in the exact same position.
Okay, so I guess then I'll be taking my watch
Perception,
with TO69.
Yep.
Okay.
He's doing his best to like provide for the party, like his contract says.
Well, that's awful.
You're a little distracted by TO69. You're also still thinking about the fact that you got spell singing down and are like maybe practicing it a bit. It's hard to like reproduce without Valentra kind of doing it for you and then kind of mimicking her. Within the 2 hours, I'll say you'll be able to like do some singing that will produce some sort of magical effects, but it's a very minor, very minor power.
Okay.
But yeah, you still need a lot of. You might have the gift to spell sing, but like perfecting it is gonna take a bit.
A while, yeah. Okay.
That's well. So one more refugee will join. Time that you're. So you're with 6 now. The boat is getting pretty full with all the spell dancers and like now 6 refugees. All right.
So-
long rest over. You guys are able to wake up, move around, get your rations for the day.
Can I ask that last refugee if they know anything about how to sail this thing?
Yeah, you'll check, I guess. Say that none of them are actually able to sail this stuff.
Okay. I guess we move on to Luca.
All right, Luca.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Well, let me prep my spells.
Yeah, you've woken up early to like inscribe some different spells into your spell book, or like learn them, I guess. Are you doing this by bard? No, you're doing this as a wizard, right? Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, I can't change my bard spells, so only wizard.
Right. Yeah. As you're kind of editing your spell book, you kind of look over and still see Al and Ija kind of. Now they're just staring at each other. And Ija, sometimes you see Ija kind of wave a hand in front of Al's face. And then Al kind of reacts, but doesn't really. And then she kind of laughs a little bit. Stipend.
Yeah, just the usual 8 stuff and mage armor.
Oh, of course.
Nice.
No telepathic bond right now, right?
I'd say now more than ever, no. If we're after by the archdevil and his right hand man, I'd say it's probably best not to broadcast ourselves.
You're now being wanted in 2 layers of the hells. I guess technically not in the first layer by the main authority, but still by a sub authority.
Yeah, but something tells me if we go back to the first layer, the main authority is going to be pissed.
I don't know. Maybe. What? Because you like fucked with the Tivolis, you mean?
No, because she wanted us off her layer because of the trouble we caused. And she said
like
that if we didn't
yeah,
get off, then she would allow the devils to come at us.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Morning, guys.
Morning. And you see Luca is deeply into the study already.
Alright, so you want to cast scrying, right?
Yeah. After he's done, he like closes his book. And on its cover sets a crystal orb. He just thinks very deeply, exhales, and just gets onto it and just places his hand on it, and his eyes just like go back, and I'm gonna cast scrying, at least see what it
You're
does.
doing this inside the cabins, right? Still.
Yes.
Okay. We'll handle this first then. You can see here a particular creature you choose. Saving throw. Yeah, so we'll definitely say that firsthand you have met the target creature.
You'd like to think. It's been 8 years, but
Maybe.
Uh, Okay. All right. I'll say this: as you prepare the spell, and ready the orb, and begin to cast it, you kind of you are drawn really into the visage of the orb. You kind of lose a sense of all the surroundings around yourself. Swinging from side to side in the hammock, you lose even that sense of like balance, and you kind of just fall into this orb, it seems. As you do, you'll see a room. And what you see inside the room is quite disturbing. As you see, seems to be some sort of metal kind of lined wall with a stone carved floor and ceiling. On both sides, the floor and ceiling, the carved stone kind of depicts an hourglass pattern. And there's no real, like, a depiction on the metal lined wall. But other than that, you see multiple shelves, tens, maybe even hundreds, all filled with the same soul shell orbs that you have with you right now. Thousands of them. One, in particular, catches your attention. And as it does, and you stare down it, the visage fades again. And you return back to the boat.
Yeah. After that, Luca just like his hand, as he returns back, his hand like instinctually lets go of the orb, and it kind of falls down and rolls on the floor.
Right?
And he just
Real pip
closes
inside.
his eyes and just doesn't say anything, but you can tell he did not want to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Was he with
Alright.
us, or was he isolated when he did this?
He is currently still in the hammock. You're next to him. You saw him cast the spell and like kind of look into the orb. It didn't, of course, show anything to you, but
Yeah.
after like looking into the orb for I guess around 10 minutes, because the spell says 10 minutes, he'll return and kind of the ball rolls out of the hammock onto the ground, like Vuk said, and Luca kind of closes his eyes. You're not sure if he's disappointed, worried, that sort of thing. Just in thought, probably.
I'll
Hard to tell.
I'll get down and pick up the ball, and
You see Sauron.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll wipe it off with my cloak and bring it over to Luca. Are you okay? I take it that was hard.
There's a moment before he answers, and you can just see it, like tears start forming in his eyes, and he just kind of shakes his head and he says, "Yeah, we might be too late." And I'll try and fish out the bowl or the shell from my pack and just show it to him. She's inside it, just not this one. She's where they're all kept.
Well, she's not gone, and it does make our rescue more complicated, but there's always hope. And the people around you will give whatever they can to help you recover her. I know you don't. Feeling crappy isn't always about getting a solution from someone. And I know that's probably not what you want right now, but there is hope.
I know. Thank you. I just. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we'll try. There's no point in despairing. We'll do our best.
One step at a time. We have to learn how to use a boat first. I heard Al bring someone on board that knows how to use a boat, so which should be useful to us. They should.
You're muted, by the way.
He
That
knows
was
how to
probably
row a
coming from-
boat, not the other boat, unfortunately.
Well, I've only rowed a boat a few times, so I'm sure there's some insights he could give us.
If you have like some big ass, what are they called? Rows? Row?
Paddles?
Pedals?
Oars.
Yeah. At your guys' conversation and some words being spoken, Luca, still with tears in your eyes and kind of letting the severity of the situation sink in, where yes, you know maybe now sort of where your mother's soul is, but in what stage she is, and if she is ever recoverable, you'd have no idea. But to everyone's surprise, you hear one word coming from the one you'd least expect it, from Ija. And she says, listening kind of through the conversation, "Hope."
She said up. Hope. Hope. You want picking up? What?
Io smiles and he says, "That's a very nice first word."
Al will give her some peach tea.
Fuck
You've
no.
had peach.
Please don't.
You've had peach tea
really?
this whole
Really?
time.
You're giving the pitch
Wait,
tea?
wait, what does peach tea do again? I've just got it down as Larius peach tea. Or Lazarus peach tea. What does Lazarus peach tea do?
I don't think you've ever died. Just like the flesh dress, you've never identified.
God damn it,
Oh
okay.
yeah, let's do this flesh dress.
Yeah, okay,
I don't
I've
want to
got
make you feel better, Luca.
a couple of
Flesh
things.
dress.
A couple of things that we need to
Guys.
identify, please, Luca. Before I give this sweet innocent child some unknown tea, can you identify this, please?
Of
Al
course.
pulls up in a white van. Do you
Dude,
want
the-
some
Are
candy?
we
It was
doing
kinda-
the flesh dress first or the peach tea?
Peach.
Did we ever do the flesh dress?
No,
Insane.
you all saw me take it as well. This isn't an item which I've kept from you guys, despite being prone to do so. Then we'll do the skin dress first then.
Alright. Look at you, after finding out where the soul of your mother is being kept, you're now identifying a flesh dress.
What a morning.
Yeah, what a morning, just a change of pace there. And I'll say within the time that you do that, spell dancers have kind of moved up, and Valantra will actually come down again from the staircase. kind of walk into the room and say with a sort of a horror look on her face, there might be something you'll have to take a look at outside.
Can we just have 5 minutes of respite?
Is it a flesh dress? Because that's all we're really interested in looking at right now, Valantra.
No, it isn't. But just make your way up whenever you can.
Okay. Go, Luca,
Cool.
go.
Yeah, do you finish casting Identify?
Yeah.
Alright. Nothing.
It's just a skin
It's a
dress.
flesh
Okay. What about this Lazarus peach tea? Do this, do this, do
Ah.
this.
I love how we're just ignoring. It's like half. She can wait.
Just
Didn't sound that urgent.
props of identify. You press Luca and he identifies shit for you.
Do you do it as a ritual or casting it?
Yeah. Well, while I'm doing it, it takes 10 minutes, so you can obviously go up.
Oh, okay. You're lucky you're the lead of this group. Wouldn't listen otherwise.
Alright, you come up and you see. I'll kind of move them here because that would be logical. You see them kind of looking over the deck of the ship. I guess all of them.
Come on, let me
They're
through.
Kind of talking amongst each other.
Let me through.
As you look over the ship's thingy here, you see that just outside the gardens, on the shore, lies a body. And from what it seems, this body has been bled out because there's definitely some red around it. It's a good fair bit away, but
I'll disembark to go and investigate. Whoop.
okay.
I was just gonna run down to his cot.
Wait, what are you doing? What?
Oh, we want to check on Sander.
I was just gonna check on the ender.
Leander? What are
The-
we
I was just gonna check on the ender Sunstar's body, just make sure he's still
so-
there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, then he's gonna run back up.
I mean, he can't turn undead. So that's something. It's not like he can just come back alive.
Well, Al, I'm
He can
crazy
move,
crap
though.
happens in hell.
Yeah.
I mean, that is true. All it would take is a dispel and then some kind of, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'll go out on the beach, I guess.
I'll go
Right.
with him.
I'll say both of you go towards Dahlia. You've caught on now as well with your perception check. You didn't notice this before, but you're both, the three of you. I'm not gonna drag you on to this because you'll notice what it is, and then I'll just tell you. You see the dead and ravaged body of Venfrion
Is
on
that,
the just outside the gardens.
is that the guy that we...
The
Yes.
caretaker.
Right.
Okay.
And you'll actually see something that is quite familiar to you, only just multiple of them. These very similar looking stab wounds that Yander Sunstar has one of in his back are now plastered all over the body of Famfrion.
Well, I guess Philaxagon is here.
How long does it look like he's been dead?
Make me a medicine check.
I'll help.
I'll help.
Wait, can I help? I don't have proficiency. Never mind.
Proficiency? No.
I'll help. I'll help because
There you go. Yeah, you're proficient.
21.
Yeah, well, I mean, Luca didn't see it, and Dahlia sees it up to now, so it can't have been more than 2 hours.
Are there any kind of like tracks or any signs of somebody running in an opposite direction or a specific direction from this body specifically?
There's make me a survival check, because there's been a good amount of people walking here, right? Because he's been taking out like people to tell about the gardens.
I'll use my Vexpiration on this one. 1d10, right?
Yep. Nice. Well done. Dirty 20. I'll say with that, there is a pair of footprints that seems fresher than the others, and is like all over the surroundings of this body as well. They kind of look like a fancy pair of boots.
Do they look as though they're heading back towards the garden, or?
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up into the garden, into the front section where we first
Okay.
met him, and have a look,
Sure.
see who I can
You
see.
walk in. You see some familiar faces. The satyr is still there. Some faces that you've seen before. The first time you kind of entered, right? You're getting kind of close to the amphitheater there, which lies at the beginning of the gardens. Don't see anyone covered in blood or anything, or like holding a dagger.
What about their shoes? Do I see anybody wearing fancy footprint shoes?
Make a perception check. Not bad. I mean, you see some like where definitely not the satyr. He doesn't have shoes. But you'll see that there might be like multiple people that probably have some sort of fancy shoes. I mean, the garden does say that if you search for something, then you'll eventually find it. So if somebody wanted some cool pair of shoes, they probably found it. Maybe an elf, a human, that sort of thing. It's hard to
I'm
tell
gonna-
from from a distance which kind of footprints would match the shoes, right?
I'm gonna cast gentle repose on his body because if we do at some point manage to get hold of the thing so I can reincarnate, then
Mm-hmm.
it's been like because we've got to it soon enough, we might be able to bring him back and talk to him about it.
Sure. Yeah. Al, to your perception, it would be impossible to tell which shoes would be from the one that you've discovered around the body. At least from just what you're doing now is kind of just looking at them, right? You also are gonna probably find it hard to forcefully try and investigate the underside of these people's shoes if they don't want it, given the garden's nature.
I will storm out of the garden.
Sure.
I guess I'll start donning the soul armor again.
Okay. Yep, back to that. All right.
Yeah. And then once
Yeah, I'll say it takes a little bit. At this point, there's quite a good amount of people that have gathered around the Venfrion's body and kind of just seeing you put on some armor. Most wondering why, but yeah, I don't think you care. So,
No.
you're able to put on the armor and could cast Speak with Death if you
Yeah.
wanted.
I'll cast Speak with Death.
I'll just bring you guys here. Sure. What questions do you want to ask? As the body lifts from the bloodied, dried up sand.
Who killed you?
Venfrion will answer and say, a devil with a handsome face.
Al, what were you doing last night?
Yeah. Did you recognize this devil?
No, I didn't recognize him at all.
Can you describe what the devil was wearing?
Fancy blue robes and pointed shoes.
Fancy blue robes and pointed shoes. Which did the devil walk back into the garden?
I do not know. I was dead.
Listen, don't give me your fucking sass, all right?
One last question.
Did he say anything?
He said that I disturbed him and the gardens too much, and that I had to be ended. He apologized for it. And with that, the magic will subside and he will duff down into the dried up, bloody sand.
So it's our fault that he's dead. Great.
I'm going to walk back in the garden.
Alright,
Should-
you're walking back into the garden.
I'll walk beside him. Should we keep trying to lure people out of the garden to see if it draws his ire to people who are a little bit more competent?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right. Should we bring someone who's more charming than either of us?
Well, there's no one more charming than either of us.
That's the nicest thing you ever said to me. But maybe we'll just send for Luca as well.
I mean, Luke doesn't need to hold our hand in everything we do. We are capable, we are capable adventures outside this group.
I agree. I'm palatable, and you sometimes can be around. I can be around you. More so lately for some reason. Oh wait, we know the reason. You're right. You are totally the right person for this job. I forgot about your glow up. Let's go.
And besides, if Luke was here, he may stop us from doing whatever it takes to seek justice.
Yes,
I
sometimes.
will go back and also bring the body with me to bring it onto the ship.
What was it? It was Fenthrion was his name, right?
Fenthrion, yeah.
And was Flaxagon was it the proper name of the devil that killed Yander, or was it just like
The title.
the general name?
Valexagon is the devil's name, so the native, infernal name, right?
Yep.
And then the Harvester Devil is the common tongue name.
But it wasn't like
Devil.
Jerry the Flaxagon. It was a
No,
Flaxagon.
you don't have a first name.
Being back near the amphitheater and near where people are, do we see anybody in blue robes and pointy shoes, first of all?
No.
Go. We'll go up to the Satyr then, I guess.
Alright, you go up to the satyr. He is currently writing something down on some scripture or some parchment. And as you come closer, you see that those are musical notes.
What was the Satyr's name again?
I don't think we ever
Okay.
gave him a name.
What you writing there, bud?
Ah, you're back. Welcome, welcome. Trying to write up some new piece. I'm not getting far, but making progress.
Have you seen Fenthrion?
No, you must have left just like a few minutes ago or something. I don't know.
When was the last time you did see him, and what did he say?
Oh yeah, like a few minutes ago, he was asking people to take a look out on the shore. I didn't bother.
Hmm.
He tried to convince me, but I don't like to be convinced.
Hey, wild idea. Why don't you follow us to the shore? We have a very talented bard, very renowned worldwide. He could probably just give you some pointers. He's just at our ship, just on the shore there.
Al, don't forget the singers, the spell singers. Well,
Yeah, of course, we have the troupe of the spell dancers and singers. Yes.
I mean, it's a better argument that Fenfrion gave. He just asked if we could see the shoreline, but it's this.
Yeah,
so I
it's
was like,
it's a shoreline. Once you've seen one shoreline, you've seen pretty much all of them. We do have
Right.
people who can help you with what you're writing.
And we're
Maybe a
not going to
persuasion
be here
check.
for very long, so we should probably. Can I help?
Yeah, with advantage. Go ahead. Yeah, that's pretty good.
He'll need it.
Thanks, buddy.
He'll say, all right. Well, if any of you, I guess, help me move along this piece, then that would help out. He'll kind of spring up like a goat would, and like, kip over towards the shoreline with you guys.
Are there many others that are just mulling about in the general area?
Yeah, I mean, doing the usual kind of maybe one is doing a show or like some practice or something. Some are like just talking. Some are like eating a little bit. Just what you've seen so far, kind of happening in the gardens.
I will yell out to all of them to address them as a group and say, esteemed thespians and musicians, we are about to set sail and wanted to give you one last great performance before we left the garden. If you would all honor us with your presence at our ship, we have set up a grand goodbye, and I truly believe that missing it would be the worse than the final layer of hell.
Okay. You got about 13.
13 people will join us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice going.
They kind of take example of the satyr, I guess.
Cool. So we have 13 people. In Al's mind, he's going to hear Io speak and say, if we keep them on the beach for any given time and maybe prompt whoever's in there to come out here, do you think that's our best bet?
I'll just like nod silently. No, you can't reply.
Okay, well, we're
Right?
pirates.
You bring out you bring out 13 people outside of the gardens plus the satyr. Promising them some sort of show.
I'm gonna run ahead just to make sure everything's okay, everyone. Don't mind me. I just have some final last touches to do.
Did Dahlia bring the body onto the ship?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Okay. Ios ran up, and he is going to convey that they have lured 13 people,
Plus a satyr.
or 13 occupants of the garden. Well, 14, I guess.
Yeah.
And they are expecting a show. Our intention is to keep them out of the garden as long as we can, to try to get our the murderer that is hiding in the forest out.
Right.
So everyone get their best improv ready.
I guess you'll at this point, Luca, you'd have had the time to identify the peach tea, so we'll do that just
Thank
quick.
you.
This seems like a horrid fucking mixture of substances that you would never want to drink. It's a combination of piss, poison, and some sort of strong aroma kind of perfume that makes it smell and look like peach tea.
Thank God you told me not to give it to this child. Good damn. Okay. Well,
That's what that is.
thanks for the identify, Luke. I know you've went through a lot this morning. You know, possible trauma event, but we kind of need to pull your socks up and get performing.
Lucas spills the peach tea on himself. Oh.
You know, we could also take this. We're well rested now. As Valentra and the spell dancers will kind of step forward and take responsibility in giving some sort of performance. To, uh, according to Ios here, Luca might need to help a satyr.
We can work together
Yeah, you could help
to
us out.
make the best performance.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Let's write a song about how the gardens are all a lie and they're all
Well,
being deceived.
Better yet,
there's the yeah.
we can get them all on the boat, and we can just like pull up our anchor and like go a little bit away from shore.
Drift away.
Crash the boat and kill everyone, including ourselves.
I'm not talking about a long drive. I'm just talking about a drive. Like, we're gonna go like 10 feet from shore.
It's more like a nudge. Yeah, you'll be able to collaborate with the one new spell dancer in L, as well as the spell singer in Dahlia, helping out the spell dancers in Valentra to kind of make some sort of makeshift improvisation dance,
Well,
which is gonna be pretty easy for the spell dancers. I'll like both a performance check from Dahlia as well as L. And then
my plan was to stay on the beach behind the crowd.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well then Dahlia only. And then
But
Luca,
yeah, in fairness, you wouldn't
could
even
also...
be with us, would you? So.
Right. You could, Luca, you are with them, so you could help out with this dance, or you could try and like see what this satyr wants, because he's very excited to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll tackle the satyr. I'll see what he wants to say.
Then he'll ask you about this piece that he wants some advice on, and maybe get your opinion on it and stuff. Let's roll a performance check for him. Just add.
Can someone guidance me? Or...
Oh
Give me
god,
something.
natural one, great. Let's
Oh,
first
what a
handle Luca
natural
and
talent.
the satyr.
Can I not have advantage because I'm with all the spell singers and dancers?
No, because this is spell singing, and they're all busy with
Well,
their
I've got
own
Valentra.
things. Yeah, but she'll lead this performance, so she can't. It's more like you copying her, like trying to assist her, than the other way around, which is.
Can I just cast enhance ability on myself then?
You would have needed to do that before. But I'll say this: because it will still work. It's just you begin to like sing along with Valentra, and you definitely notice that you still have some morning voice on, and try and like just shut up for the rest of the for the rest of the performance. You
Right.
kind of you're playbacking now at this time.
Okay, lovely.
Um, yeah, right. You look at the piece that the satyr has brought. It's about a 12 out of 20.
All right, well, that's doable. Uh, sure. I'll. You can maybe fix a little bit on this side, and I'll like give him some
Sure, sure.
creative um, critiques.
All right. As this is going on, I have two questions. Um, Ios, what are you doing? And L, what are you doing? Well, that's I guess two questions. And then the second thing, how long do you guys want to like keep this going?
Ios is about to it's called a gangplank. Is that how you get on the boat? Or are we
Gangway.
docked?
We're docked at the moment.
Okay. Um Okay, do Al first.
Okay.
I'm at the back of the crowd, and I'm just basically keeping an eye out to see if I see anybody in blue robes and pointy shoes appear.
Make a perception check. Okay. Well, I mean, if the description was right, then you should be able to spot somebody dressed like that pretty easily, but you don't see them as of now. Even as the kind of performance goes on, it takes a little bit. Al? Or Ios, sorry.
Ios will interpose himself between the walkway or the dock
Yeah.
and the exit. And at the
Play like a bodyguard.
yeah, sort of at the notion that they start to get bored, Ios will get Zamza before anything has transpired. Ios is going to get Zamza to impress them with her draconic might, and not like a lion tamer at a lion or anything, but just like he's just gonna like a car
Hands,
salesman.
monkey.
Yeah, like a car salesman be like, the rarest of all dragons, the purple dragon. I know you may have seen gems before, but this is a true wonder. And Ios is gonna go from like tip to tail, talking about all the different features on the Zamza 5000.
Yeah, I'll say this because the performance is fine, so they're not getting bored, but they'll have a break in between, and you'll be the break entertainment.
Yeah, I want them to think I'm selling them our dragon.
Samsarif is kind of just going with this. She like is also just kind of woken up and is like dragged into this. She doesn't look at you because she's blind, but she'll turn her head towards you and kind of just tilt her head in a question mark, and just and then I guess go with it and just flaunt her like tail and spikes and whatever as you talk about her. The people watching seem to be entertained. I don't think they're really convinced that they want to buy a dragon of you, but they at least seem interested. As you say, it is a pretty rare dragon, so they've never seen it.
Are they all on board?
So,
Most have never ever seen
what's
a
it gonna take to get you into one of these bad boys today?
dragon. All right. I'll say that about an hour goes by. maybe with a break in between, maybe like 1 hour, 20 minutes or something. And nothing much happens.
Are they all on board the ship?
No, I'd say that most of them are like on the shore, and the performance is from the ship.
Then maybe plan
This
B
one
then.
will be in front.
We get them on the ship and just start sailing away.
Do you want me to pull the anchor?
Well, we need them on the ship first.
Oh, I thought they were on the ship.
No, they're on the beach and the ship. The performance is on the bow of the ship.
Fuck. Okay. I explicitly instructed them to go on the ship. All right. For our one final goodbye, I would like to.
We'll give you like
Ask-
a little round trip there.
I'd like to ask Al to invite everyone to come on the boat. I need to go get our final hurrah ready. Al, you know it's there. Just get him on the boat.
She's still a bitch. Yeah, I mean, you heard the man. We have one final surprise for you all as a farewell. It is a spectacular feat. Nothing in your wildest dreams could ever compare to what is awaiting you on that boat. Despite being in the hells and being in the garden, a place where everything you could ever want will eventually find its way to you, this is something that you couldn't even dream of wanting. It is magnificent.
Get about 9 on the boat. On the 13.
And the
Plus
satyrs
the
on there.
5 that you already had, or
Yeah.
6 that you already had, so
And the satyr
15,
as well.
I guess. Right, the satyr's on there as well, so 16 in total. The others kind of just drop off back to the garden.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, you got 16 souls. Plus all of you as well. Alright, you guys are on the boat. They're waiting for some sort of grand final performance.
All right,
They seem excited.
I don't like that I can't see Vug's face. I don't know how he's reacting to this plan.
Just watching in excitement to see what you're expecting me to do.
Well, you're still helping the satyr, who's like, you're kind of eyeing this whole thing going down, but then I think deciding that it would be fun to see them get them like carry themselves out of this situation they've dug themselves in. You can
Exactly.
help if you want, but I think that if I
No.
guess, that is what you do.
There's a spell dancer in there, so I'm sure he can manage.
There was
you go.
ever
You're,
a time to
you're
pull out
well
the
on your
Olam
way.
harp.
Yeah. You're
You could
you're
pull
well
out
on your
that
way
harp
to
now.
like perfecting this piece that the satyr is making, by the way. He seems very happy with the feedback.
Luca just turns out his phone and it's like a tip and it's 20%, 30%, and 50% for him to press.
Ios is adamantly against tipping, so Al's gonna have to handle this.
You would like the Netherlands.
Who's waiting for a tip here? Luca.
Well,
Yeah, I think
if we're honest, like nobody ever tips except the US. So, well, I mean, it's not mandatory to tip. But
I tip.
In the US, it's mandatory.
I think it's actually very common in the UK
Yeah.
to tip.
But-
No, it's
Do
common
they-
to tip, but
Oh.
it's not mandatory.
Do they pay adequate wages?
Well, some places it is mandatory actually.
It's
Depends where you are. Like
they'll
add it to your bill.
yeah, they guise it as a service fee.
Do they pay servers like a reduced wage in the UK?
No.
I mean, they don't get paid well, but it's not like reduced in the sense of like you need tips to survive. It's more
okay.
just
It's
like
not $4 to live on, and
No.
then you make your tip.
They
Okay.
they still make minimum wage, which is like £12 or something currently.
Well,
I
in
know.
the
guys,
US, it's
I
like...
love the conversation about tips. We still have 20 minutes left.
We
Sorry.
we spend talking. We talk about tips and start a debate between all of the 15 people on the boat.
Everyone leaves the boat.
I mean, I guess the final thing, like once everyone's on the boat, we just raise the anchor and see if that coerces him to appear.
You're just gonna kidnap them. Okay, great.
If not, I'll cast
All right.
Frost
Well,
on
as you do that, the boat begins to drift a little bit off from the docks. I don't know how far you wanna let it drift before
Does
you.
any of them look like they have a strength score higher than 10?
Who did the people you've brought on the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of them probably.
That satyr's probably pretty good at leaping, so we should probably go to the middle of the river on this thing.
The middle of the river is probably a few hundred feet.
All right, let's go 100 feet. Because it's probably going to take us 50 feet until we realize we got to stop. And I know it's just putting the anchor back down, but... So
It takes a little bit of time.
Al's going to turn the rudder in the direction that he thinks is left, and I'm going to pull up the anchor.
All right. Make me both an athletics check with disadvantage. As you
Athletics?
don't know. Yes.
I did the recap, right?
Holy fuck! What the fuck?
Sorry, Ios
Nice.
is just wearing a vest, and you see he's shredded.
Well, it's more just handling the ship. That was kind of what I was asking. That's why the disadvantage, because you don't know how to, or at least this is probably the first time. So, 10 is just enough. 21, yes, fair. I'll say wherever you want to stop this boat, you'll be able to stop this boat.
Yeah,
Wherever
far
it's
enough away that we're not like in the river proper, but also like I don't want a satyr jumping 35 feet or whatever they can do to.
Right.
I know they.
You wanna say 50?
Yeah, let's say 50 feet. I clocked that satyr's glutes, and I'm like, that guy's a jumper. I know exactly what he's bringing to the table. No chance.
Yeah, he sprung up pretty energetically when you guys asked him to join the boat after.
And then you're like, oh man, I
windstorm.
gotta work out what he does on leg day.
Yeah. I also has been doing squats behind everyone the entire time.
Right. All right. You guys are on the boat. The people at this point have kind of noticed, and they're not particularly happy about the situation. They kind of ask to be brought back immediately if they can, because they don't want to leave the gardens and that sort of stuff. So.
We totally understand, and it was a bad time for us to try to learn how to use a boat. I agree. But we just
That
thought
was
there
the
was a
final
lull.
trick.
We just thought there was a lull in in our free time. As you can see, adventurers don't get a lot of free time, and we are very sorry, but there could be a murderer amongst in the garden, and
Right.
we just thought it would be a great opportunity to both keep you safe, but also learn how to use our boat.
Okay. As you say this, I'll say that you're busy. All the other three, what's your passive perception?
18.
Damn.
15.
Okay. And Dahlia must be high as well, right?
No, mine's only 14.
Well, still good enough, I would say. The three of you, kind of, after being, well, sort of scared going up on the river Styx on a ship that you guys are not really able to control properly, but you managed to anchor down at about 50 feet from the docks, and as Ayaz is kind of doing his customer service speech towards towards the people on the boat, You all see that the people that didn't go on the boat have returned kind of to the gardens. And as they walk into the gardens, the three of you see a man in blue robes and blue shoes standing on the edge of the gardens, waving at you with a big grin on his face. And
Ah, you son of a bitch.
as he does that, you'll see him turn around and walk with the people back into the gardens.
I mean, dimension door? Dimension door, anyone? Anyone got that spell? Or
Well, I could get only one.
We
to
we
him,
we
so-
we could, but he's in the gardens. We can't do anything even if we get there.
Whoever this person is, this devil, he seems to pick his battles, because killing one lonely guy that was trying to get some people aware of what was going on is an easy target, but you don't know if he has seen the battle that you guys did with the court of the Tivolus, but at least he seems to not be in a hasty manner of trying to find out if he can do the same thing he did to Venfrion towards you.
Well, I guess
I'll reveal what he looks like actually, because you guys have seen him now. There you go.
Blimey little bastard.
Oh, actually, he doesn't wear shoes. Oops. That would have been interesting with the satyr, but we'll just retcon it and make him wear. He has disguise self. Yeah, he has shoes. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, this is a problem that I think we have to face another day then.
You guys
yeah, I'm
wanna do?
not sure what the protocol would be for taking him on, but
I
We
don't
would
think
definitely
it's
have-
going to be wise to do it now.
and we may have to,
Possible as he's in the gardens.
and when we return to deal with him, a little under the guise of maybe one of us returning and others not, it may be a little bit easier to lure him out, spring the trap. And now we have 15 people, so that's great.
Do any of them know how to sail a boat?
They'll definitely still be trying to convince you guys to put them back on the fucking shore.
Yeah,
'Cause
if
they
you
don't
can
wanna-
figure out how to do that, we can go back to the shore. So can you drive a boat?
Can I just address all of the people as well and say to them all, I'd like you all to tell me what year it is.
You'll get a bunch of different answers and a bunch of confused looks.
So we want you to know that the gardens are not. Oh my gosh, I can hear myself. That the gardens, as nice as they are not all that they seem, and time is taken away from you there in a way that we aren't certain about, but I hope that it's proof that we are trying to help you and trying to save you from whatever it is that they are doing to you there. And I guess the easiest way is for us to tell you that the current year is
kidnappers.
actually Well, we had to get you away from the influence because being in that garden does something to a person. It just makes you more susceptible to things, and it's an easier job when you're out of it. You don't have to believe us, but we owe it to you to at least try and tell you about it. So,
You have 15 on there. Yeah, alright. About 9 unconvinced. The other
Okay.
6, including the satyr, will try and deny it, or either deny it or just accept it and want to return anyways, like some have before.
and then I guess the last thing I'll do is bring out the body of Venthrion.
I'll bring out Yander's body as well to show that it happens to more than
Just
one.
one.
Than one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
The person
I
or
mean, yeah.
leader in charge of this place did this to to them. Yeah, whatever.
Alright. I mean, yeah, I'll just keep it at the 9 here, but what are you guys planning to do as you are 50 feet away from shore here? Are you guys kind of just taking these people with you? Except even the ones that don't want to, or are we like setting the ones back that don't want to, or what are we doing?
I don't think we're about to kidnap this group, but my Ios's train of thought is more people who are in this garden, the stronger this guy is, and like, or the more, I don't know if he gets sustenance or what, but like he's obviously taking something from them with time. So Ios
Well,
is
that's the thing he's taking from them, time.
yeah. Maybe
what I'll say to like clear everyone of this boat is that after some consideration, you guys definitely don't have enough rations to sustain this amount of people. Which means that either they starve to death on this boat, or they help or go somewhere else, wherever you guys plan to go, and go with you and step off there. Or you return them to the shore here, and they don't go into the gardens, but from here they can go try and survive in this. But that's kind of the options you have. At least for the ones that, like, the 9, right, that are, like, convinced and don't want to get back to the gardens.
Yeah, we might need to teleport. How often can the spell dancers teleport?
Once per day. The way you guys did, like with
Yeah.
the whole ship and stuff, yeah, once a day.
So if we drop them off at the Agora, then
Well, how accurate is their teleportation? Like, could they get us to the City of Dis with a teleport? Because I don't think we
City
should
of
go back to the
Dis-
floating knives.
Right, because that's the Tivolish.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, but the City of Dis is kind of tricky to enter, as it's not hard, but it's like a thing where you walk towards it, and then at some point you're just in it, kind of warping its reality, right? You don't know exactly how that would work with teleportation. But what you could do is teleport to like the shore that, like, on the road of skulls, the one that you have to walk towards this, right, to at some point get in it, and then just have them be dropped off there, or like, well as yourself maybe.
Do we think?
I don't think. Yeah, go ahead.
So, do we think Luca's mother is in the city of Dis, or is she in
I
the
don't
prison?
think Luke. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think Luca has talked about his vision yet.
Yeah,
Not to
I guess-
detail, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said that she is where all of them are kept, which should be the prison, right?
Mentary, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is in this.
Yes, Kotem will say that Mentary is not that he has ever been there, or like that it's a very common place to like be able to just step into, right? But it's a prison, so it usually is kind of kept on the down low. But it is rumored to be within the city of Dis, or maybe under the city of Dis. You don't know.
So, one of the beautiful things about us taking everyone away on the boat, even if it's with a teleport, is that mortals aren't coming into the hells anymore. So it's sort of like a pretty valuable resource that we're robbing him of, and maybe it makes us more valuable when we go back as willing people in the garden.
Mhm.
So we could.
Just
Pardon?
on a technicality, not any living people are getting into the Nine Hells. Dying are still, like the souls are like still flowing in, but
Yeah, but just like people that have living time to give to the Flaxagon, who was waving
right.
at us. So that would make us more valuable later on if we were to go back there and deal with them to maybe lure him out. I don't know.
Right. So my question is then, do you guys want to teleport, and if so, where to?
To as close as the city of Dis as we can.
Yeah, to the kind of shore of the Skull Road, which leads into this.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another question, which could be a possibility to do as well, is do you guys just want to keep like going into the city of Dis? The city of Dis is not meant for outsiders, right? It's a very harsh place compared to the Agora of Knives. It will probably kill most that come in there that are not prepared or are not like level 14 adventurers like you guys, or 13, whatever. So like sending them into this would probably kill them, any regular commoner. So do you guys want to just send them away from there, or just keep them on the boat? What's the idea there?
There's this spell called Goodberry, and we can abuse it in this situation. So,
Yeah, I guess that would work.
if need be, we could do that, and Dahlia would just have to give up a first level spell or 2 first level spell slots, I guess, for the next few days until we can get them to somewhere safer.
I'm more than happy to do that. I'll make
I'll
loads
say
of
this
berries.
to make it easier. The satyr you guys got with you is also able to cast Goodberry. Just to make it a little bit easier here, because otherwise.
And he's not. Okay.
Well, he doesn't want to be here, but he understands that if you guys are teleporting, there's not much he can do about it, and he needs to eat as well as the people here. So.
We're going to let them go free, but we're adamant they need time to cool off, and we don't want them to die. So once
Well, they'll kind of forced to stay on the ship once you guys teleport there, because there's no safer place around than the ship, right? Like I said, if they walk into this, they're probably dead. So that's I mean, they'll trade like staying on the ship while you guys go into this for like being able to survive. That's they'll. I guess they're not happy with it, but they don't really have any other choice.
Maybe one of you could practice learning how to use a boat, preferably the 9 that want freedom.
Yeah, I'll say this actually, because we'll have some people that are. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the 9 that are. So, okay. So let's first do this. You guys are able to work together with the spell dancers to summon up the teleportation that you did before to get to the gardens. And now, as the golden energy and magic surrounds the ship, you are teleported, which seems to be towards the shore of a wasteland. The only thing that portrays anything else is the city skyline of this in the far distance, as well as the skull path that leads towards it. You guys are then. What did we say? Okay. You guys are then able to convince the 9 people that wanted to get out to actually stay on the ship, as the other 6, minus the satyr, are just gonna go off towards the city of this, whether you guys like it or not. And what?
I was just gonna say, we are fully transparent with them about their chances. Like, I understand you don't want to be here, but going out into this is death.
Yeah, makes sense. But they are also convinced that staying on this ship is death, probably. Which, I mean, could very well likely be. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say just a handle of these guys, because one, I'm not gonna run 15 fucking guys on the
I
ship.
gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. So the satyr and 9 of the guys that you've convinced to actually go out of the gardens will stay at the ship. 6 others will disperse either among themselves or just on solos. And then you guys will be able to walk into this city of infernal iron. And that's, I think, where we'll end the session, because we're 5 minutes over time here.
Hell yeah.
In search of Mentry, the prison, I believe. And we'll find
Luke,
out
is
if you
this
guys are able to
is this
enter
where you
the
wanted
city
to
of
go?
this and then find it.
How? What was that, Ian?
Is this where you wanted to go, Luke, or is it like
I mean, it's where we have to go.
okay, I was gonna say we didn't involve Luca in a ton of that decision making.
No, because I mean, what can we do? We need to go to the prison.
Okay.
I mean, there were 2 ways of going about this in terms of the going, like, getting into the prison here. One was getting, like, trialed by Titivulus and then sentenced. And then 2 is what you guys are doing now. So you guys are, like, probably gonna break into this prison, which is gonna be exciting. I want to thank everyone for watching, as well as the players here. This was session 32 of the Change of Asmodeus Revised. Going into the final stretch of this here, it seems, the layer. As we're trying to find the prison of Mentry and retrieve the soul of Luca's mother. We'll find out next session, I guess. Thanks, guys, for playing. This was contrary to the combat session of last week, just a full roleplay session.
Woo!
Going from the one side to the other
Woo!
side.
Who's
Somehow.
who's summarizing next week?
That would be me.
Thank God.
Ooh. Next week is the 22nd.
I think it is, yeah.
Wait 1 second.
They're all good for next week?
I
Um,
think I might be. I have something coming up, but it might be on the 22nd or the 21st. But I'll have to check out because it's my friend's birthday. I'll have to check out when he actually decides to do it.
I will also potentially be late to session next week. But I will be good to play. Just what time I get back to play.
Are you European daylight savings timing at all? Is anyone
End of the month.
Is there-
Clocks go back.
end of the month? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I should be good, I think.
Cool. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thanks, Yop.
Thanks, Yap.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I got a
Good
boogie.
to have you guys.
See ya.
All right, I'm gonna eat something.
Okay.
Bye.
See you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Peace. I mean something different here.
Bye.
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 And as always, have a good one.
Deep in the heart where the tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss it whispers the brook it hums, a woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest breathes as the songbird